Hannibal is now an aircraft engineer, meticulous in his work, extremely confident, and even showing a strong sense of control. But the reason he responded so quickly wasn't just because of work. He was rushing to confirm something far more important. Soon, he arrived at a vacation hotel. Instead of going in right away, he walked to a payphone on the side of the road and made a call. After getting the information he wanted, Hannibal finally stepped into the hotel with ease. At that moment, a couple was enjoying themselves in the swimming pool. Oddly enough, they barely knew each other, referring to one another only as Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Hannibal glanced at them in passing, then turned and entered a room. The inside was a mess, clothes scattered everywhere, and the bed still carried the marks of a heated battle. Hannibal removed his glasses and stared intently. The couple in the pool were none other than his wife and her new lover. Yet Hannibal didn't rage or scream. He simply lowered his head in silence. Inside, however, a bold and terrifying plan had already taken shape. That evening, after a day of bliss, his wife returned to their mansion before Hannibal's usual arrival from work. Perhaps she had grown used to this routine, for she sensed no looming danger at all, but disaster was already closing in. The moment she stepped through the door, Hannibal suddenly called out to her. He walked up to his wife and said he had just missed her too much, which made him impulsively come home early. Without a second thought, she embraced him. But then Hannibal's next words made her feel uneasy all over. What he really meant was, "I can track your every move anytime I want." Little did she know, this was his final gesture of tenderness. For a man who had lived half his life as a cannibal, how could he ever tolerate betrayal? The sharp crack of a gunshot thundered through the villa like a bolt of lightning. Hearing the noise, the gardener rushed over, calling out in concern for his employer. But before he could even see what was happening inside, Hannibal raised his gun again and fired 3 shots straight into the glass on the doorframe. This wasn't just to scare the gardener away. It was also to create the illusion of an accidental shooting. Even the bullet meant for his wife had been meticulously planned. Hannibal checked the security monitors, making sure no one else was around. Then, with chilling calm, he picked up the fallen shell casings, wiped away any fingerprints and gunpowder traces, and dragged his wife's body to a precise spot. Next, he stripped off all his clothes and burned them, before pouring scalding hot water over himself to wash away every trace of evidence. And this, terrifyingly enough, was only the beginning of his plan.